Muslim community urges Adeleke to recognize Sharia law in Osun. The Osun State Muslim community has called on the state governor Ademola Adeleke to recognize the Islamic personal law system known as Sharia in the state. The president of OSMC, Alhaji Mustafa Olawi, made the call during the 1445 New Hajira Islamic Year celebration in Osogbo, the state capital. Muslims in the state thronged the Osogbo city stadium for the celebration, where the school children and students of Islamic schools participated in a march past parade. Governor Adeleke was represented at the event by his Commissioner for Special Duties, Mr. B.T. Salam. Traditional rulers and dignitaries in the state also graced the occasion. Olawi urged Adeleke to recognize Sharia law in the state in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which guarantees freedom of religion without prejudice. He also urged on the governor to urgently recruit Arabic and Islamic teachers into all public schools across the state, saying that the current number of teachers in the school falls below the required number. Yes, if you're trying to curb, shortage of staff, they don't have to be Muslim before they have to be teachers in the school. So that doesn't make sense. And that's like the constitution of the country is very confusing, because Nigeria is not the only multi-religious nation. You wouldn't find that in the UK you have Muslims out here saying Sharia law. It does not make sense, right? And you say that places are so diverse that it's not necessarily a thing of power. It's like, why is the religion trying to seep into government? Yes, you are allowed to practice your religion, but when it comes to the constitution and the government, if it's not influenced purely by Sharia law, the next thing we should actually say, no, traditional rulers and customary law should also be priority. But when it comes to authority in your court cases and whatever it is, no one is going to be saying Sharia law. It does not make sense. And it gives a lot of confusion, because why should one state, Osun State, start, prioritizing Sharia law, and then you might as well have the whole country do that, because it would be inconsistent to apply it with. Anyways, let's look at the comment section, because I'm going to have a bit more nuance. First, those of you advising Governor Adeleke in the wrong way, you better be careful. You can be practicing your Sharia within yourself, but it cannot work, and it will not work in Osun State. I think those in Osun State probably have more of a say in how they want their state to be regulated, and governed. But regardless, you are saying those advising Governor Adeleke. I'm like, even those advising the president, I don't know who these people are, because the people in government, they are most likely professors, studied abroad, but it seems like they can't really use the information to have to good use. It's not even about what they've learned or if they're intelligent or not. They just don't know how to apply it to their own context. They don't think of their own solutions, right? Because it doesn't make sense that you have all these accreditations to your name and knowledge, and yet, those advising the president, look at the whole subsidy mess. Are you telling me? You are telling me there's no economist to advise? They aren't these people, right? So we just all look like amateurs and non-professionals. I'm not saying the president has to know everything, but the same thing with Osun State governor, right? It's like, in this case, get social scientists, sociologists, those who study society and how it runs, to analyze the potential impact of this, the impact of this in general for the people and for the whole of Nigeria. You can have multiple authorities for your law, but you can't go into different types of law, right? And it goes down to how divided we are, because, I'd personally think that ethnicity would definitely come first, because that's actually more crucial and fundamental to our identity, but religious, come on now. This is now personal faith and practice and morality, which is totally different from all. Yes, we just have majority Christianity and Islam, but it doesn't have to be like that, in my own personal opinion. So yeah, it's honestly very interesting. Yeah, and obviously a lot of people are very triggered. Calling janjaweed or polliterates, all sorts of names. But the truth is, especially in the South, there's going to be a lot of resistance. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Islam is also prominent in the South of Nigeria, but then Southwest, especially even, but it just wouldn't work. And at the core of it, it's not even about the religion itself. Yes, the religion takes the umbrella and the face of their intentions, but deep down it's literally a quest for power and influence. That's what it is. Power and influence that relates to their own personal identity. So I guess whatever you relate to or see yourself in, you want to be represented, and if that is Islam, I guess that's what it is for this group in Osun State. So put what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.